It's a story making national headlines, and it is swirling around local police technology. According to Lucas County Commissioner Pete Gerken, the county's Flock database logged thousands of searches from departments more than 1,200 miles away. It is raising serious questions about privacy and out-of-state access. Tonight, one of those law enforcement agencies is responding.
I was surprised.
Its job is to watch and record.
Houston, there is a problem.
But Flock cameras in Lucas County are now coming under intense scrutiny after Commissioner Pete Gerken called for a pause and audit. Gerken says a recent audit revealed staggering numbers. In just 1 month, outside departments conducted more than 900,000 searches of local data, spanning some 3,200 law enforcement agencies.
That is not what our citizens want.
A huge chunk of those inquiries, more than 90,000, came from Texas, according to Houston ABC affiliate KTRK.
Between June and July, Houston police searched the Lucas County Flock database over 71,000 times. Texas DPS searched over 13,000 times, and the Harris County Sheriff's Office searched the Lucas County license plate readers over 10,000 times.
Then it kind of made me think, why are they doing this?
Houston police declined an interview request to ask why. Meantime, the Harris County Sheriff's Office said in a statement, Flock has an option that allows agencies to run their searches through a national database of Flock camera users who choose to be part of the national option. And while the Harris County Sheriff's Office could not confirm to KTRK that this caused the large number of searches, a spokesperson said it is likely. But the question of why departments in the Lone Star State are targeting Lucas County plates remains a mystery. And the Lucas County Sheriff has already revised the department's Flock policy on the cameras in the data. It says the data will be purged after 30 days. The policy also says the data cannot be used to harass or intimidate an individual or group. It also says a plate cannot be put on a so-called hot list based on race, gender, or religion, and cannot be used for an officer's personal use.